I was freaking out here. I was saying I'm trying to change the show. I'm gonna, I'm gonna split the show off here in public access. From one segment is going to be viewpoint when I do some of the political stuff, which I'm trying to get away from. That'll be the viewpoint section, a show type of show I'll call it viewpoint. Then when I do the more homogenized, motivational stuff, the lighter things, then that'll be Marc Sim Chicago. That's on public access here in Chicago. It's all the same now, sort of, but whatever. Let me say something. I was freaking out a few months ago. I saw a person, make a long story short, I haven't seen in like 25 years. I met this person when I was in high school, in the 1970s, back in the day. So I haven't seen this person in 25 years. Make a long story short, and you know who you are. Because they haven't seen me for 25 years, but they saw me on television. But I've been on public access for 17 years, but the shows go around different times. And I meet people at the store all the time. They're like, Mark, I ain't seen your TV in a while. I said, I got 2 hours of program, sometimes 3, 2 hours of programming every month for the past 17 years. Well, I used to do a half an hour show. That's not true. But the point is that I'm on television like every week. I'm on TV here in Chicago, but it's various times. That's why I tell folks, get a computer, people. If you get a computer, I send you the email. I tell folks all the time, you send me an email, I send you when the show airs. Okay? I mean, I get this. The lineup, and the first of the month you email me when you're on TV, Mark, I'll send it to you. Boom, you get all the schedule. But we're always on the computer. So this person hasn't seen me in 25 years, although I've been on TV for 17, almost 18 years now. And so, wow, I haven't seen you. Wow, of course I look a lot different because I'm 50 pounds heavier. I know when I was used to be 170 pounds, I thought I was getting fat. Then I said, oh, I'm 180 pounds. Oh my God, I'm 180 pounds. I don't know what to do to myself. I'm so fat. And then I went to 190 pounds, like, damn, I'm getting big. Then I actually went, the highest I went was 220. I was really ballooning. 220. And I had a personal tragedy in the life, and I stopped eating. And I went back down to 190. So I lost like 30 pounds or whatnot. So I fluctuate between 190 and 200. But one of the goals this year is to get down to that. My magical weight is 175. My fighting weight is 175 pounds. But you have to stop eating. It's really torturous. But 175, really 180 is where I really need to be, so I can look young. Because you always want to look at least 5 years younger than you actually are. So if you're 45 years old, you want to look like you're 40 years old. If you're 40 years old, you want to look like you're 35 years old. If you're 50 years old, you want to look like you're 45 years old. But by losing 20 pounds, it will do that. So we'll see. I always say I want to lose the weight, but I like eating. I mean, I had a couple of pieces. I had a hamburger. That was good. Because I had to stop eating bread, but I love bread. If I can stop eating the bread, I can lose 10 pounds in 1 week. Just stop eating bread and cookies. So the person hadn't seen me in 25 years, and I freaked out because I know I'm a lot older, a lot wiser too. A lot older, a lot wiser, a lot heavier. So you go through this when you get older. You be like, have I failed? Have I succeeded? What have I done with the past 25 years of my life, and where am I going for the next 25 years? Because like in 25 years, I'll be what? I don't know. I'll be like, I'm like 70 years old or something, pushing 70, something ridiculous. I'll be in my late 60s, I think. No, I can't remember. I'll be old. I'll be really old in another 25 years. So you got to figure out, man, what are you going to do? Because let's face it, the energy you have now, you may not have 20, you may have it 10 years from now, but even 10 years ago, I ain't got the energy I had now that I had 10 years ago. I'm just like, you move down a little slower. You just can't get up like you know what I'm saying? So things that you want to do right now, you better do them right now. The goals you have, you better get them done right now, because you sure may not feel like it or have the energy to do it 10 years from now. Do you understand? Because if you're 50 now, you're sure going to be 60 10 years from now. And then you got the energy for 50-year-old, but you may not have when you see, like, damn, I don't feel like doing that. Now I'm 60. You know what I'm saying? So things you got to do, you better do it now. So the person I met, it really, really it messed me up. Because I was wondering, man, have I lost it? Because I know I don't have the giddy up I had 25 years ago. I don't have the energy I had 25 years ago. I don't have the enthusiasm I had 20 years ago. I don't have the ideology. I don't have the... But I'm still cool. I still got it going on. But the point is that, what are we going to do for the next 25 years? What are we going to do for the next 5 years? And just take 5 years. And what are we going to do? Because in 5 years, we'll be in our 50s. We mean me. I'll be in my 50s. So what are we going to do the next 5 years? And what are we going to do to get this going and whatnot? And with about 6 years or so, all my children be grown and gone to college. And we'll see what happens. I always kid people when my children go to college. they all be going out the house because they can't stay here. If I had my way, they leaving. House ain't big enough for 4 grown adults. So when they all go off to college, my son and daughter, my son would have his own apartment, my daughter would have her own apartment, mommy would have her own apartment, and daddy would get his own apartment. Because one of the goals in the back of my head, I'm thinking about it, I got to focus on it, is become sugar daddy. And you need money to become sugar daddy. So, so I would love to be sugar daddy, but I need money. So that's when we have money so I can be sugar daddy. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You heard the old joke. You're trading your 25-year-old wife for 2 25-year-olds. I mean, I'm sorry. You trade your 50-year-old wife for 2 25-year-olds. Okay. You got the joke. You trade your 50-year-old wife for 2 25-year-olds. If you don't like that joke, the other joke is, what's the difference between a wife and a girlfriend? The difference between a wife and a girlfriend is about 30 or 40 pounds. You can hate if you want. Alright? I love that joke. But the point is that you got to figure out what are you going to do 5 or 10 years from now. And so I talk a good game. But I was saying earlier, I'm changing the show because I always say I'm going to lose the 25 pounds, 20 pounds every year. I don't do. I lose 10 and go back up. I got to draw the line and saying, says, put up or shut up time. You got to do this. And that's when I saw this person I haven't seen in 25 years. It really messed me up. I said, Mark, you talk a lot of bull crap. I'm all talking, no do. I'm like the guy who, like they were saying in Texas or something, the guy is all hat and no cows, all hat and no cattle. You know what I'm saying? All hat. Look like a cowboy, all hat and no cattle. All right, that's it. The show is over. I've talked too much. Call me, email me. You can even I do have a P.O. box. Maybe I put my P.O. box up or whatnot, and you can write me. Thank you. Live your goals. Write those goals down, and manifest your dreams. Please, it's so cool when you have a goal. I've done a bunch of times. When you have a goal in your dream, you're like, wow, I actually did it. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Thank you.